Yep, so hello all, I decided to set up Wrecking Crew. I'm going to be playing on Heroic 1. Just doing a quick intro for YouTube's. So I don't need my Nemesis set, and I don't need my my obligation in this particular scenario, and that's a really good starting hand. Acrobatics is better than Widow's Bite. Widow's Bite's pretty useless in this scenario. There's no way I can set up Nikuri turn 1, and there's no way I play Dance with Death. So let's just start by discarding down. We'll just keep my resource cards. And cool. I'm pretty sure I go that into its acrobatics. That changes what I plan on doing. I'm pretty sure I set up the Quincarrier. Use that to set up the second gauntlet. Now, something interesting in Wrecking Crew. I could stay in Alter Ego. I would take 2 damage here. And these would all get 1 threat. And that's all that would happen. There'd be 1 threat up here. And I could continue to build. And I think that's worth it because I do not want him activating. And I do not want Pile Driver activating if I have to flip up the lowest card. And currently that's what would happen. And I just do not... The Pile Driver can remove my cards that I've been setting up. So let's just let this happen. So we place 1 threat on each scheme. I'm going to put a 3 here and remove these 2. I'm going to place a 1 there and a 1 there. I should have already drawn my 6 cards. And he has the most at the moment, so he's still active, so that's good. And he schemes for... Okay, so I have to make a choice here. It has to change the game state. +3 attack does change the game state, though. He is stronger than he was before. Although it won't do anything because he's scheming. So I'm going to give him 3 attack. He can have 3 attack. He still triggers this, though. Actually, it doesn't matter which one I choose. It was always going to clear. It was always going to clear after he schemed. So that triggers this. It deals 2 damage to every character, which at the moment is just me. That can be pretty bad if you have a bunch of allies, but it's just me chilling out here. He's still the active villain despite now being the lowest, so I will get this. Place 2 on each side scheme. Did I shuffle this? I 100% shuffled this, but that's really... Is each side scheme including? Yeah, including his own. That accelerates things pretty quickly. 1, 2, 1, 2. Even Pile Driver's on 6. That's annoying. Okay. Let's cycle that. Yeah, okay. I think I flip. I think I flip this turn. This thing's attacking. I'm not going to take that much damage from it. It seems legit. Let's set up a enhanced physique and another enhanced physique and a Jarnbjorn. Got to get me some physical resources. If I let him scheme, I'll get stunned. I don't really want that. I will flip. And I will start working on... I have the ability to block, so I'm pretty happy to leave Wrecker on the table. Late game, I'll be able to just block him every turn. Bulldozer, similar idea, because I'll be specifically blocking, not using allies. This one, I think, is actually the one I need to get rid of. So, Pile Driver is the one I definitely need to get rid of, but because of his Retaliate, I can't really attack him. So what I'll do, I'll attack here for 2. Then, I'll trigger Jarnbjorn off the attack to do 2 here as well. This is an attack, so no Retaliate. And let's see what happens. I forgot I was playing Heroic. I should have had another card last turn. So that should just be on Wrecker. That's fine. That wouldn't have changed what happened afterwards, although I could have done something here. Yep, whatever. Back in, it's fixed. It's should have been done in a different order, but game state's fixed. That should be up by 3. That should be up to 3. That should be up to 6. So we'll just take off these 4 and put on a 5. This should be up to, that's 7, so it should be up to 8. Oops, accidentally moved the 5s. Oh well, we can make that work. I don't know how I removed the 5s. And this should be up to 7, I'm pretty sure. So 1, 2, 3. That's fine. That's everyone. Person that has the highest is now Thunderball. Thunderball attacks, dealing 1 damage before he attacks. I straight up take it. Least. So it's going to go back over to here, and he's going to scheme. And I don't have a target acquired to cancel it. Yeah, okay. We'll just take it. So that happens before the attack finishes. So he's scheming for 5. I can't let it be 5. I can let it be 3 though. Let's attack acrobatics, because I can do that on schemes to cancel those pips. Puts 2 damage on him. And then because of shenanigans, I should have 5 cards in hand as well. Should have drawn that already. And then because of shenanigans, I'm going to trigger my Jarnbjorn to hit Pile Driver. And that means he just places 3 on his scheme, putting him on 9. But he's now the active villain. Then the attack comes back to here, because the boost is now resolved, which deals 2 damage. And then I get 2 cards because I'm playing on Heroic 1. First card. Wrecker attacks you. I am not letting him attack me right now. Let's cancel that. We'll put the damage over here. Guard minion. That's not the end of the world. I do have to flip and heal. That's going to mean both of these and this are all going to fire this turn. Oh, yep. Yep. I think I just have to live with it. Can I do anything? I could thwart a bit. I could thwart one of these down, but the other one's still gonna fire. And I only really need a heal. I think I just have to wear it. Flip. Before I heal, I'm going to play Counterattack to draw a card. And that was exactly why. I play Downtime, heal for 5 instead of 3. And then I think I set up a grappling hook, because there's no more grappling hooks in the deck, but there is another target acquired, as well as the safe house to grab it back if I really need it. And I do kind of really need it. Oh, wait, I've got a resource here. I could hold it. Yeah, let's hold it for next turn instead. Hope I don't draw the other one. 5. Good, I didn't draw the other one. Although I might still on the one card I get to play. Now, this is where things are going to become really awkward. This is going to drop down to 3, and I'm going to take 2 damage. This is going to drop down to 3, and I'm going to become stunned. This is on 8, so it goes up to 9. This goes up to some number less than 9. Then the active counter goes to Bulldozer, who schemes. For 2 additional, which doesn't matter because he's already definitely progressing this scheme. And honestly, of the things that just happened this turn, this is probably the least scary. God, this is awkward to do on Tabletop Sim. He's down to 3, and I discard 10 cards. So we're going to lose my safe house. I should have 2 cards left in the deck, and I did lose the safe house. It's unfortunate. 2 cards left in the deck, that's fine. And I get 2 cards off the top here. This schemes for 0, which is fine. Another one of these, just what I needed. Discard a random card from your hand if you're in hero form. Okay, so you take, I'm going to take Threat on Bulldozer's scheme for the number of cards here. I'm just, for the printed cost of the card, so that's just 3 more. Oh no, Bulldozer's back being the... It doesn't matter. He's literally not going to matter. Let's start by placing that down, drawing a card. I could play this. If I play Covert Ops, it'll confuse Bulldozer, because he's the active villain. But it won't do much else. I need ways to deal with this, which I can kind of do with an attack if I can get one off, but I really can't. If I can get... Do I have an attack acrobatics? Do not. Don't have any way to get an attack acrobatics either. That's done. Let's straight up play this. It'll probably hang around for basically ever, but it'll be good when it matters. Let's clear this stunned. I need to get rid of that stun as soon as possible. Let's play this. And let's deal 2 damage to one of these guards so that I don't have to take all this damage. On my turn. And then let's... Not that. That. Covert Ops. I don't really care that the Confuse goes here, but I do really care that this isn't the person with the most scheme. Most threat on the scheme. This goes up to 4. This should have a damage on it. This gets 1 going to 4. This gets 1 going to 4. Really need to desync those. 7. You're still the active villain. That's good-ish for me. I don't have anything to do here besides counterattack, so I'll just straight up take the attack. Doesn't have any upgrades, so we'll just take 5, which I will do back to him. I should have drawn that. That shouldn't be in the deck yet. Okay, so I dealt the 5 damage back. Oh, and I should have got a card from his deck. And I'm going to get another one later. I'm going to get another 2 later. Okay, how do I do this? I definitely use that. Do I do 1 damage here and then 2 damage here? Does that help? I'm taking 5 damage. Well, I definitely take 5 damage. I definitely kill one of these. Let's put 1 damage and then 2 damage on this guy. So he straight up dies. Then this guy is attacking me. I think I need to block it. And then I get the 2 cards from here. Okay. That's shenanigans. Hero Bulldozer attacks you. Okay, I cancel that. Dealing the 1 damage here. Because I need it gone. Pretty sure that's the Bulldozer deck. I'm not letting him attack me for value right now. Held hostage. Can't remove threat from the scheme. Active villains. Cool. Yeah, so Bulldozer. I can't remove threat from Bulldozer scheme, which I really don't care to do. Okay. That could be worse. Flip to Alter Ego, 100%. I don't know what else I do though. I probably set this up. I could trigger this. I've already used that this turn. Yeah, it's not bad. How many triggers can I get? 2. So I can do 4 damage to Pile Driver. I can't really afford to take 1. I think that's worth it. So we do 4, so yeah. So I'm going to target down here. So I do 1, I trigger Jarnbjorn to do 2 over here. I then do 2 over here and trigger Jarnbjorn to do 2 over here. And then I just trigger 3 over here. Then I'm going to throw it for 2 from here. Probably just going to take a bunch of these triggers for a while I try and heal up. Did I not play the... I don't think I played the actual... Yeah, I didn't actually play the Dance with Death once I was done. Let's just flip. I'm going to set up Endurance. That brings me up to 5 hit points. Oh, flip to Alter Ego. Must have already done it at some point. It's ready. Draw 6. I haven't checked the chat in a while. It's still the rip from earlier. Cool. What do we got? This goes up to 3. This all goes up to 5 effectively, and that one goes up to 8. This goes up to 8. Well, no, this is on 6. This is on 8. Yeah, cool. He's confused, so that doesn't happen. And then 2 cards. Place 1 threat on the side scheme for each of the cards discarded this way. Okay, his current attack is 5, so I discard 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I place 5 threat on here, so it's dropping down to 3. Because he's discarding 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I get a second card. Surge. Okay. I get a third card. And I don't have any espionages to trigger. I've got one in hand though. Alter Ego. Fill in with the side scheme with the most threat schemes. Ah. Blast. During all this shenanigans, Pile Driver became the one with the most scheme, so he's scheming on me, meaning I'm going to lose this Quincarrier, because it's the highest cost upgrade I have. Upgrade or support. Give the active villain a tough. They already have a tough. Place 2 foot. No, we'll just give the. That doesn't move the active, does it? Oh wait, actually, let's put that back in. I should be getting it from this deck, because he's the active villain still. 1. So that's 3. Ooh, that's not enough. That is not enough. Though, I don't really have anything to answer it, so that's probably enough. Let's start by playing an Espionage. Let's follow up by playing a Counterattack. Let's heal for 5. I've got 12 max hit points, so that's fine. Let's flip. You're going to be the one. No, you're not going to be the one that activate. I'm going to lose my Quincarrier at the moment. I need to remove that as a thing. I need to remove that as a downside. So let's go for a Dance of Death here. Yep, Dance of Death's the way to go. So I hold on to one of these red cards and discard 3 costs. Now, 1 goes here, triggers a Jarnbjorn trigger, it comes over here. 2 goes here, killing the escaped convict, triggering a Jarnbjorn trigger. Oh, I should have already played that. Triggering a Jarnbjorn trigger, which I will put here. Three, I'll put on Pile Driver, killing Pile Driver, removing him from the game so I don't have to deal with the shenanigans of him killing my Quincarrier. Oh, really thought Heroic was going to get me there. And then I'll spend 1 to trigger Jarnbjorn to put 2 damage here. So this is in like death range at the moment. I could legitimately kill this guy before I even like as I activate, basically. Yep. Oh, don't need that anymore. Actually, don't need any of these cards anymore. Oh, they're gone. Okay. How do I get rid of this? after he attacks, but what's he do? Must attack an ally you control with Able. That's fine. He probably won't be able to for much longer. And he's not the active this turn. Though that ally is going to die here to this. Unless I can stop it somehow. Basically no chance of that happening. Yep, cool. So I've lost my ally, so I might as well just throw some damage somewhere. Or throw it for 2. Let's throw it for 2. Give me some more time before we lose. Okay. Yeah, seems good. This gets a threat. I get a card from this deck because I get this card before any of this other stuff happens. Then I play. I've already placed the one up the top, so we place one on these others. Then this moves across to here. Oh wait, I get a choice. Here. Here is definitely the correct option because I defend that attack, which lowers his attack on that, but it's not really all that relevant. I don't want to pick that up. He gets a boost. He's got a +1 scheme, but no + attack. So it's just this boost here. 1 icon. Not worth doing anything about. When a soldier dies. Okay, next up. Second card, third card, first card. Okay. Discard the top card for each damage dealt. That's probably just going to happen. It'll just accelerate the number of cards I get, but this isn't that scary. This here is choose to either discard an upgrade you control or place 1 threat on the active for each upgrade you control. So I can just discard a upgrade I control. Like this 1 token thing here, or any of these, really. Realistically, any of these is a good option. Winter Soldier's not coming back around for a little bit. I'm still worried that this is going to surge, although I don't think it has the possibility for it. Oh no, wait, it could be that 1 minion in his deck that does it. The one I drew before, or out of someone else's deck. Okay, how do I do this? I definitely discard a card, but it's whether it's this or one of these. This is 2 damage. These are all 1 damage. This is only 2 damage. There's nothing else we can do with it, realistically. We'll get rid of it. Huh. That could be a problem. After he attacks, place a threat on a side scheme with the least threat. Okay. None of these side schemes are particularly scary anymore, though. Maybe we just don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm sure it won't come back to bite me. Flip and set up a grappling hook. That seems good. Okay. I think I want a covert ops. I also want to set up a grappling hook, and I want to set up a safe house if at all possible. Grappling hook would cost... maybe we set up attack acrobatics rather than grappling hook. Is Cover Up's worth it? Maybe I just Uppercut and just straight up take out Thunderstruck. Thunderball. Could also just attack and spend a resource and kill Thunderball. Yeah, I think getting Thunderbolt out of here is probably a good idea. Although Wrecker's getting stacked. Let's see, if I was to spend all of those and that, I could do 11 damage to one character this turn. Yeah, let's just go all in. So, I attack, triggering Jarnbjorn, doing 4 damage. Oh, let's not do it there. Let's kill Thunderbolt before we kill anyone else. Right, minimize the danger here. So that does 4 damage. Then we spend 3 on an Uppercut, and we Jarnbjorn immediately afterwards to bring him down to 9, and then we flip to Alter Ego because I want him to scheme and just deal 2 damage to me so I can heal it off next turn. That seems legit. Although he's going to place threat on other villain side schemes, but he's always going to place threat on other villain side schemes, so why not? Why not do it this way? Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? He's going to discard some cards? This hand looks trash. I can set up a couple enhanced physiques to really go ham with Jarnbjorn again, but that's about it. Yeah, so one up here, one here, one here. This is on 7. It's still the active villain. He schemes for more than 7. Ooh, this moves across first, and then he schemes. It's not an attack, so that doesn't go off. So he places 2 on here first. Then he goes back over here. He deals the 2 damage because that's 100% going off. Then what does this do? Each other. So that should put 1 over here, putting him on 8. Now, I'm not getting Wrecker cards like I was expecting. I'm getting these cards, which is going to get me my first acceleration of the game. Which actually isn't the worst, it's only putting it up to 2. First card, Buddy System. Choose the villain least. So it's this one, and he reveals a card. Buddy System. Okay. He reveals another card, but it's not a Surge. Specifically not a Surge. Deals 1 damage. It didn't kill me, so it's not doing a lot. One more card. Threat on the side scheme, which honestly, if I'm not getting rid of a resource card here, it's going to... Resource card, cool. That doesn't have a pointed cost, so pointed cost is effectively 0, so we place 0 threat on the side scheme, which is fine. I don't mind at all. And it's my turn. Let's set up Widow's Bite. Draw on a card. Okay, I can't set up a counterattack. Let's heal to 12. Let's flip. Let's play both of these enhanced physiques. and draw my 5 cards. Okay. Do I have attack acrobatics here? I do not. Ooh, that's going to be dicey. Got no way to cancel cards either. So we place 2 up here. 1, 2. It's on 5. I haven't lost yet. That's good. This guy's attacking me. I have to defend with an ally if able, which I do not have. And I'll discard a number of cards equal to the amount of attack I take. So that's not a problem. I'm going to replace some of this. Let's clean that up so we can read it. Okay. That's fine. Yes, I'm taking a 6 damage attack. I think I'm probably actually taking a 6 damage attack here. Yeah, we'll just straight up take it on the first one. See what happens. So, 1 card is undefended, discard an upgrade you control. Well, instead of discarding an upgrade control, I'm going to get rid of that. Dealing a damage somewhere. Probably over here because I can. That was not an attack. Now, I'm taking 6 damage, so let's drop me down to 6. I will activate this, which allows me to do 6 damage here, bringing him down to 9, and then I will trigger Jarnbjorn. Well, one of these, we'll use one of these. That's gone away. And I lost the top 6 cards in my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to trigger Jarnbjorn and my hero ability. I think I'm going to put them both in here. Then I get 2 cards off the top of the deck. 1. Discard, take damage equal to the printed cost of the card. I don't have any way to stop that, so let's just group up, shuffle. Yep, that'll be a 3 damage. That one is another one of those ramming speeds. Okay, that changes my turn, I think. Because previously I'm pretty sure I was about to slam into him with a uppercut to kill Wrecker. Actually, does it change my turn? Can I kill both this turn? 14 damage. I could do 12 here and then 2 here. So that is 14. That's only if I have enough physical resources, and I am 1 short. Literally 1 physical resource from winning the game. Okay, I need to play Covert Ops to not lose. No, I don't need to play Covert Ops to not lose because I can Fraught instead. So let's start with Fraughting for 2. Oh no, I don't want to accidentally die. I don't think there's any way I could do that, but I don't want to risk it. Let's spend 2 and 1 to remove 4 from here. And confuse this one, although it's not really going to matter. Okay. That was with that. There is the possibility of me playing this. I think I just hold on to it. Let's flip and heal. Let's then play, not flip, play the grappling hook, drawing a card. Double dance with death next turn. That's pretty strong. Though I only really need 1. I think I discard one of these because I only need 1 to win. 4, 1, and that should get me a Wrecking Crew card off there. Then we do the rest of this. So we place 2 up here. I haven't lost. This triggers discarding 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This goes down to 3. I've discarded the 1s now. This had 1 as well. This moves across to here. He schemes. This moves the back over here. I'm not in hero form, so he doesn't attack me. So he just schemes for his 3 plus the 1 on other people's side schemes. 4 plus the 1 on the other people's side schemes. That puts him to... I just put 3 on here. That puts him... He's adding 4. So he's currently on... Oh, I can just change this to a 5. Oop. And that'll solve out the math problems. 9. He actually doesn't trigger. Good. Now I get my 2 cards from here, along with the card that I got for shuffling, so we've got 3 cards. First card, most threat. Okay, he's gonna scheme. And that's gonna trigger, I'm gonna take 2 damage. Okay, next one. Schemes, discard the top card for each thing that this progresses by. That's a scheme of 4, 3, and 1. He's still on 8, so we just discard 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. One last card, and this determines if I win or lose. It just surges, which actually means I can trigger this to draw 2 cards. Guard. Okay, that I think stops me from winning this turn. Okay, let's have a look. Let's look that work this out. Oh wait, I got double dance with death now. I actually think that puts me back on winning this turn. So I need 12, 17. Okay, so that is 6. That is 6, that's 12. And I have 6 chances to trigger Jarnbjorn, which I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if that's right. If I can trigger that 4 times, that's 8 more. So that would mean 20 damage. I think that's enough. Okay, let's just do them. Let's not bother with the math. Let's just flip over and start doing it. Dance of Death. 1 damage here. Then a Jarnbjorn trigger. That kills this. This doesn't need to die, that's fine. So now 2 damage. I'll put it here, and I'll trigger Jarnbjorn over here. Then 3 damage. That kills this, and the Jarnbjorn trigger deals 2 damage over here. He's now on less than 6 hit points. I can play this and kill him. Yeah, so I play this, Dance with Death. Oh, let's kill this first. And then Dance with Death kills this. For victory. Okay. That went well. Heroic one, Wrecking Crew. I think that's a lot more interesting. Yeah, that got really dicey a lot of times. There was a lot of attacks being made, a lot of damage going around. I know I've said before that I think Wrecking Crew is my favorite scenario, and I still think it's my favorite scenario because of the interesting plays and stuff that they do. There's a lot of attacks, a lot of damage, a lot of shenanigans with each other's side schemes and moving the count around. I think that's all really interesting, and I actually think this is my first game with Heroic Wrecking Crew. I think this is actually a much better spot difficulty-wise, and because of that, I think that this is probably the way to play Wrecking Crew solo. Expert Wrecking Crew solo, assuming you know what you're doing. This just gives a lot of like the amount of cards is really interesting. This wasn't as dicey as my last Mutagen Formula game, but the HP did get pretty low. I never quite got to that like one point where Raker can just like flip over and kill you, and put some threat on a side scheme, but that's supposed to be for allies, really, realistically. And allies are weaker in this scenario. But yeah, that went well. Puts another heroic win on the board too for me. I haven't actually been in that many heroic scenarios. They're quite difficult in solo. So yeah, I think that showcases the deck pretty well. 3 games, 3 different scenarios, although Rhino and Wrecking Crew are somewhat similar. I think I'm definitely calling it here for tonight. This will be the end of my stream. I might have a bonus stream over the Easter weekend because Easter weekend I've got tons of time. Undecided on that at the moment. And if I do, I'll play something other than Black Widow, probably with the Black Widow cards though. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed, and I shall see you next time.